Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Triple murder in Stony Hill, St. Andrew. 3 persons were shot and killed by gunmen in Stony Hill area of Upper St. Andrew on Wednesday afternoon. Reports are that about 1:30 p.m., a group of men was at the premises when gunmen invaded the space. Several explosions were heard, and soon after, the criminals were seen leaving the premises. The police were called, and 3 men were subsequently found suffering from gunshot wounds. They were taken to hospital where they were pronounced dead. 2 persons, who also reportedly came under the gun attack, managed to escape. St. Anne taxi operator succumbs after being stabbed, girlfriend in custody. St. Anne taxi operator, 32-year-old Troy Brown, has succumbed to stab wounds allegedly inflicted by his 19-year-old girlfriend. She has since been taken into custody. It is reported that on Saturday, July 31st, Brown and his girlfriend were traveling along the Broxton Main Road when a dispute developed between them. The woman allegedly used a knife to stab Brown in his back and buttocks. Brown was taken to hospital where he was admitted in serious condition. He later died early yesterday morning. His girlfriend was then arrested on suspicion of murder. This is the second fatal domestic dispute in St. Anne in a week. Brown's death followed that of security guard Orlando Webb, 46, who was allegedly shot and killed by his common-law wife Kishania McIntosh in Brittonville. She has since been charged with murder. Father shot dead, 9-year-old boy injured in Kingston attack. The police have launched a manhunt for gunmen who shot and killed a 40-year-old truck driver and injured his 9-year-old son in Kingston on Monday. The deceased has been identified as Ryan Lawrence from Kingston too. Reports are that Lawrence was at home with his family members and decided to go on the road. Allegations are that the driver entered his vehicle with his children and was about to drive out when he was attacked by gunmen. Reports are that the driver, in a bid to escape, exited the vehicle and ran to the back of his house, where he was chased and shot several times. A 9-year-old boy was also injured. The 2 injured victims were taken to hospital, where Ryan was pronounced dead and the child was admitted. 5 injured in single vehicle crash in Portland. 5 persons escaped serious injuries when the car they were traveling ran off the road and landed in a gully in Portland on Friday. Reports are that about 5 p.m., the driver of the vehicle was on his way back from a funeral at the Buff Bay Cemetery in Portland when, on reaching a section of the Hart Hill Main Road, which was wet after heavy showering of rain, the driver failed to negotiate a corner and the vehicle ended upside down in a gully near the roadway. The occupants of the vehicle were rushed to hospital where they were treated. None of the injuries were considered life-threatening. Man charged with sexual assault committed at school. 34-year-old Winston Humes, otherwise called Dennis, of Norwich District, Portland, is now facing several charges in relation to 2 incidents of sexual assault committed at the educational institution in the parish in June. Humes is charged with rape, grievous sexual assault, larceny from the person, unlawful wounding, assault with intent to rape, and simple larceny. It is alleged that on Tuesday, June 8, 2021, Humes attacked and raped a female student on the compound of the institution. The police said further investigations reveal he sexually assaulted a female worker at the same institution on June 30. Humes was arrested in the parish capital on Wednesday, July 21st, and later charged following an interview in the presence of his attorney. Man charged after gun found in knapsack. A man was arrested and charged following the seizure of a firearm and several rounds of ammunition during an operation in Greater Portmore, St. Catherine on Monday. Charged is 22-year-old Romain Pusey. The police said that about 5:30 p.m., Pusey was seen at a stall and his actions aroused their suspicion. He was accosted, searched, and a Barrett 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 16 9mm rounds of ammunition was found in a knapsack he was carrying. He was subsequently arrested and charged after he was questioned in the presence of his attorney. Portland man charged with murder, arson in death of farmer. A man has been charged with murder and arson in connection to the killing of a Portland woman at her farm on Thursday, July 22nd. Charged with murder and arson is 65-year-old Jasper Jemison, otherwise called Soji, a farmer of Hopefield District, Portland. Reports are that about 9:30 a.m., residents called the police after seeing fire coming from a farm in the community. On the arrival of the police, a hut was seen ablaze. The fire department was contacted, and during cooling down operation, the charred remains of 59-year-old Cynthia Hines, a farmer of St. Margaret's Bay in the parish, was found. Detectives launched an immediate probe, and Jamison was arrested from the same day. Commanding officer for the parish, Deputy Superintendent Horton, commented, "We are confident about the standard and quality of the investigations, and we are pleased with the progress made so far. Much appreciation must be expressed to all the citizens who supported the process. They continue to assist the police in putting defiant persons away. We ask that Portlanders continue to support us, and once more, we are committed to providing professional and quality service to all the communities we serve." Jamison's court date is being finalized. 2 suspected robbers arrested in Shady Grove, St. Catherine. 2 suspected robbers were arrested in Shady Grove, St. Catherine, when they opened gunfire at the police after their vehicle was intercepted in the parish. The police said the men reportedly robbed individuals in the Yorktown area and were traveling along the Shady Grove Main Road in a Nissan Teda motor car when the vehicle was intercepted. It is alleged that the men tried to escape, but the vehicle crashed, and in an attempt to elude the cops, they opened gunfire at the police and fled into the surrounding area. The incident happened about 7:50 a.m. The police said the area when it was searched and 2 men suspected to be among the robbers were caught. One of the men reportedly had gunshot injuries and was taken to hospital, where he was admitted under police guard. NCB introduces paternity leave. Fathers employed at the National Commercial Bank Jamaica can now access paternity leave upon birth or adoption of their child. According to a statement from NCB, the introduction of paternity leave is one of its latest initiatives geared towards improving its organizational health and the lives of its employees. Mr. Cummins, General Manager of the Group Human Resources and Facilities Division at NCB, said parenting is a process which requires as much support as possible, especially in the initial stages of a child's life. Allowing fathers access to paternity leave is the first step to leveling the playing field for all our employees so that they can make the necessary investments in their family lives, he added. NCB said it leaned on the studies by internationally renowned management consultancy firm McKinsey & Company, which demonstrated that healthy companies have proven to perform up to 3 times as well as their peers. NCB has accelerated its effort to improve organizational health and employee engagement. In addition to creating greater work-life balance for employees, the introduction of our paternity leave policy opens the door for the creation of better parenting relationships, father-child bonding, and postpartum support for mothers. Cummins, who is also a father of 4, added, "Giving our employees the means to create healthy family lives is our way of helping them to create balance, fulfilling lives for themselves and their children, and this goes a long way in improving the overall health of the society," he said. NCB's paternity leave policy will cater to fathers who are either married or have been in recognized common law union for at least 6 months. Employees can take advantage of paternity leave up to 3 times per year for births, adoptions, and stillbirths. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.